Hey everyone, welcome back to another Bridge the Gap podcast episode. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Scott.
And I'm sure everyone's wondering a little bit about why my background looks a little different. And what you guys can't see right now is I can see my dad's nose up over the computer that he is currently filming on.
That's right. We're doing it in the same room.
We're in the same place.
It's almost like we have a real one.
Today, apparently, I think we're just gonna talk.
Yeah, I mean, like last week we did a Q&A on you. We flipped the script and did it on you. And then that was 2 weeks ago, it was on me. And it's been pretty interesting because we've had more people watch our clips the last 2 weeks than we've had in other weeks.
Yeah.
Where we talk like about a topic.
Mm-hmm.
We'll still happily talk about something if someone has a suggestion and give our 2 cents worth and see how they're similar or different, being that we're 2 different generations. But it sounds like people really enjoy you and I talking about stuff that's going on in your life, stuff that's going on in mine.
Yeah.
What's hard for you, what's hard for me, what's great, what's going, like all the topics. It sounds like people just like to hear more about that stuff.
Just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely learned stuff about each other the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
Even in the clips, even in the captions, we said we've never talked about this before. So,
Right.
So I think that's kind of the angle. Like I said, I think we're more than happy if someone says, "Hey, how would you talk to your daughter about this?" We'll gladly do it. Or how would you talk to your dad about this? We would gladly do it. So
yeah.
Yeah. But you're home.
I'm home.
Just for a couple days.
Just for a couple days, but the reason being, I was at the bar last weekend, and I had my phone in one pocket and my card in the other, which I always do, just so I can. It's like a quick draw, just like whip it out and go.
Yeah.
I do carry a bag for everyone who's like carrying a bag with you, but I took it out, put it in my back pocket because it's usually not a problem. And then probably about an hour after I got there, a little more than tipsy, and felt someone like brush up against my back, like they were trying to get by. So I immediately, after they walked away, went to put my hand on my back pocket. Card gone, guys. Card stolen straight from my back pocket in the middle of the bar. I had my friends kind of look around, see if they could find the person, and they could not. So I immediately locked my card, but I had to get a new one. So it should be arriving today. And I've had a few days off of work after working the last 4 days. So came home to get my money back.
Yeah.
Because I've been living like a poverty-stricken child. But also, so guys, with my work, I have a tip card. You cash tips, obviously you have. Card tips get loaded onto a pay card. So I went to use that because I was like, okay, well, at least I have some money on there. That also got confiscated. Some way, somehow, someone got the information and used it in Texas. So that card also got confiscated.
Compromised.
Same thing. So I've been screwed over financially for the past few days. So
yeah.
Good thing is, I immediately checked. I immediately locked my actual debit card. And the company that is in charge of my tip card automatically locked my tip card. So good times-ish for me.
Yeah. Well, lesson learned, don't put your card in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of those slim wallets where and it's all RFID, whatever technology, I guess is the best way to put that. And I carry my front pocket all the time because when I travel, especially in airports and stuff, I gotta be careful because there's a lot of scammers, man.
Shady people.
These people are pretty freaking crafty. I've always said, man, I wish criminals put as much effort into like actual productive stuff than finding ways to steal stuff because some of them are genius.
Yeah.
I mean, if they applied it to like future technology or how to solve, I don't know, male pattern baldness that's never been cured or something, like Those guys are freaking smart, dude. Like, the fact that they have scanners that can wave, that they have them like, it looks like a phone.
Yeah.
And they can walk right by you and pull all your information off your phone. I mean, that's genius technology that wish we could use just for more productive solutions rather than stealing everything, you know?
Yeah, and what's funny about the tip card is I like never use it. Never use it. So the fact that it got stolen is crazy, but
because you can just transfer the money on that card into your regular account. Right?
Yeah,
so
I always leave just a little bit like as a just in case measure, you know, like this. Yeah. It
wasn't.
I said confiscated.
Yeah, that means they physically.
Yeah, I know.
Compromise means.
I know the difference.
Okay, just making sure.
But yeah, the last place I used it was a gas station that I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get in trouble. But they have been rumored to have a lot of people's cards get stolen from their pin pad machines. So
that's why you always got to look. And I think we've told you this before, but if you look at a gas pump, where the credit card, either put it in or scan or clip, chip, whatever, there's usually a sticker that shows that reader has been inspected and is safe. If you ever see that sticker torn, then somebody's gone in there
and messed with it.
Yeah,
well, I used it in store.
Well, that's even worse. But
yeah.
But then they've come out now where I've seen videos where they have a scanner will put something over
a film over it,
card, and that'll read.
Yes,
it's insane.
It's insane.
But
so everyone be careful. With your everyone be careful with your cards.
Well, listen, a friend of ours started a company all about this stuff, and they're doing great, and they're smart.
Yeah,
it's not getting any better for the casual person to feel safe using their information. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely a dumb moment of mine, but as far as dumb moments go, I don't have too many.
Wow.
Not anymore. Not of that, you know,
I don't know if it's dumb.
Ignorance.
Listen, I'm not perfect. I put my phone in my back pocket a lot because my wallet's in my front
well,
pocket.
also, girls only have back pockets. We don't really have front pockets. So it's like, that's where all of our stuff is. So it's like,
a better way to do it.
Yeah. Well, I'll just keep it in my purse from now on because I keep my purse on my arm all the time. And I'm always tucking like I have it. It is glued.
Well, I know your mom taught you a lot to do that stuff.
Yeah.
She's always head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Always.
So I'll just keep it in my purse from now on because I've always been very mindful of where my purse is. So,
yeah.
Well, lesson learned.
Lesson learned for sure. What else is going on? It's cold as shit here.
Cold. Wait, I have a question really quick.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you it at the dinner table earlier, and you said to save it.
Okay.
I'm going to sound like a Gen Zer.
Perfect.
So when my card got stolen and I felt it leave my back pocket, I immediately went on the app, connected to it, and locked it down.
Right.
So that nobody could use it. Because I was tipsy, but I wasn't wasted, so they picked the wrong person. But my question is, when your card used to be stolen, like, sorry guys, our dogs are in here, and Kona's growling at the leaves.
Oh, stop.
And then, no, that's Kai huffing. That's Kona growling.
It's funny.
So, like, back in the day, when your card got stolen,
yes.
If the bank was closed,
yes.
How did you lock your card?
You didn't. But
so how did you get that money back?
It was a long process. So you got to remember too. Debit cards weren't even really a thing until I don't know, early 90s.
Oh.
You know, we used to go to the bank and walk in, or they had the tubes that you put all your stuff in. The tube got sucked up into the bank card, and then they would do it and send you a receipt back. So
that's so funny.
Yeah, so we didn't have that, but no, I mean, I've had it happen where somebody took your card and you didn't realize that someone took your card, and then all of a sudden $100 is missing, and you're like, oh. So you had to call the bank, you had to talk to somebody, you had to prove, like you had to,
Like receipts and stuff?
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's one thing.
There also wasn't the whole need, like worry, right? Because it wasn't all done cyber-wise. Like,
yeah.
direct deposit wasn't a thing.
Right.
Hey, but anyway, there wasn't a global presence for fraud.
Yeah.
Like there is now. You know, you got some Russian, or I'm not going to blame it on the Russians, but some hacker somewhere, and they can hack in and from anywhere, as opposed to back then, it's all local.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as bad as it is now.
Yeah, and again, that's why like I normally keep it in my purse, but I'm gonna be honest here. I thought I was fine in Clemson because, like I told you earlier, a lot of daddy's money in Clemson. So I was like, it's no big deal. They're using their dad's Amex. Like, it's fine. Wasn't fine.
No, I mean, nothing is really, it's a sad thing to say.
Yeah.
There's nothing really safe.
No. I mean, the good thing is I had cash on me. So my friends kind of covered me for the rest of the night, and then I just gave them some cash. So.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I'm not going to say nothing's safe. I'm sure there's still really small towns in parts of the world that are still safe to where you don't have to worry. Yeah, but I mean, we've locked the doors our entire life. You know, it's not the 60s anymore or 50s where you know, like my parents.
Yeah.
We never locked anything. We left the keys right in the car. None of that stuff. And that's the worst thing is you and your brother, as much as your mom and I have told you guys both do stupid shit. Like leave money in your cars while they're parked outside that is visible if someone looks in the window.
I don't leave cash in my car.
You absolutely have.
Like a dollar bill.
It doesn't matter. That's the prompt to go in and see if there's more.
Well, there ain't.
Well,
you're not getting anything out of me.
But you just gotta be careful. It is
It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, so that's why my background's different. That's why I'm at home to get my new debit card. Yeah. But that's one of the things we have talked about before about like the positives and negatives of online stuff is like positive is it was super easy to cut it off. All I had to do was go on the app, say it was stolen, and they sent me a new one. And then digitally, as soon as I get it and activate it, it automatically replaces itself in the app and my Apple Wallet.
It's pretty cool.
So it's like I don't even have to really do anything except for when I get it, you activate it immediately and it's set to go. It transfers all your money for you too. Like I don't have to go in and do anything.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you were aware of it because that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, it was a panic-filled minute. Of time.
But it's another reason why you should get a credit card, not just to establish your credit, but if you use your credit card, that's all insured.
Yeah.
Easily reimbursed. So, but start small, get a card, put your gas on it, charge a couple tankfuls a month, and then pay it off at the end of every month, build your credit, and get all the benefits that can provide because if someone steals out of your checking account, it is harder to recoup.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that money's gone, right? But if someone steals any of your credit card, it's not like it came out of your pocket. You still have liquid income or liquid assets, you know? So.
Well, that's another good thing with online stuff is someone did spend $10 on it after I locked it, but the system was able to see that like I had already tried to like started the lockdown process, so they refunded me that $10.
Yeah, $10. Damn, what did they buy at a bar?
That everything is that like that.
Trust me.
We had 2 shots. It cost us, I think, $15.
That's not that bad
for 2 shots.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Your mom
and they water them down.
Like $14, $15.
But that's a glass. That's about 6 ounces. A shot is like...
Yeah, but same thing, drink for a drink.
No. That's what I'm calling.
That's why, anyway.
That's why I do all the fun cocktails before we go out and then beer the rest of the time because beer costs you about $5.
Yeah. Smart.
Super easy.
Smart. What else is happening? What else? What's hard for a 21-year-old college student right now?
Trying to plan going out of the country.
Yeah. I'm not 100% thrilled about that, but.
Well, I want to go. Okay, I've always wanted to go to London. It's all I've talked about since I was like 7.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Peter Pan has always been my favorite Disney movie that takes place in London.
Yeah.
I've just always loved it. It's always been my shtick, my niche. And I made the joke to my parents that one of my roommates is going abroad. She's going to Italy. And she was talking about us coming to visit, but I was like, no, if I ever go to Europe for the first time, I want to go to London because that's just where I've wanted to go since I was a kid. And I was talking about it with my mom, and she was like, it's cool because now you're older. There's not much we can get you on Christmas anymore because you can buy your own clothes. And then other than that, you're just getting perfumes and gift cards. Like, there's nothing really at 21 anymore that I'm like, I need this for Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
So she was like, if you can get something together, blah, 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 we can help. Part of your Christmas present can be helping you go to London, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I'm trying to plan to go to London, and it's a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But I'm still super focused on it. So that's the main thing going on in my life besides working all the time.
What are you thinking of doing that trip? No, when?
Beginning of May. Because it's like right after college gets out. So it's like right before tour season kicks off, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a good time to go because you can still enjoy stuff and not be swarmed by.
For like a week?
Yeah.
So you should travel, you should fly, you should do, if you're going to do a week, do it midweek to midweek because it's always cheaper.
Always cheaper.
So that's the way to go for sure.
Yeah, I did notice that because I've been watching flights.
Whew.
Yeah. It's not going to be cheap.
No?
But we were looking into that Costco travel thing. We do need to look into that because that might have a good package in there.
Yeah. I mean, there's even looking, it's going to be, even if we give you points, because I've got points, it's still going to be like $500 plus the miles.
Yeah.
So it ain't cheap, dude.
It's not cheap, but I'm working a lot, saving up a lot. I'm not a big spender anymore, really. The most I spend like weekly is getting my meals half off at work to eat after my shift. Like that's where most of my money goes. So because I don't even spend that much at the bar, really. I try not to. I think the most I've spent at a bar is like $60, which is like decent. There's people that leave a bar night with like hundreds of dollars spent. I'm like, that's insane. But it's because they buy the cocktails.
And they buy for other people.
Yeah. I mean, my friends and I will take turns buying like shots, like a round of shots. But like other than that, you're on your own.
Yeah. I mean,
you get your drink.
That's how we are with our friends. It's like, I got this one. You get me on the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not buying for a lot of people. That's a man's job.
Everybody wants equal rights until it comes to that.
Don't even get me started.
No, I mean, it's exciting. It's just such a scary time now overseas anywhere.
It's scary everywhere here too, though.
No, I know, but it's different.
Because if I were to take a trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not going to be London, I'd want to go to New York, but I'm not going to New York anytime soon.
With what just happened.
Right.
I mean, I know we don't talk politics, but they just elected a fuck communist as mayor.
And then, or I'd like to go to like San Diego again, but I don't want to go to California either.
Yeah.
So it's like big trips to do. It's like whoop-de-doo, unless we went to Disney World in Orlando, which still would be a lot and still probably unsafe.
It is crazy how expensive it is, even domestically, because
to do anything.
When we were looking at your senior trip, I originally looked at like in the continental United States,
Yeah, because I wanted to go. I thought Boston would be fun to go to.
No, I was looking at like Key West.
I was looking at Boston.
In the Caribbean-esque feel. And it was cheaper to go to Dominican than it was to
be in the United
States.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Well, and that's the other thing is, whoa, sorry, that's going to be real loud because I just hit that. But my best friend who I'm planning on going to London with, her brother just went out of the country. He went to Peru to visit his girlfriend who's traveling abroad. And he was like, if you save enough American dollars, once you convert it, you have a lot more money than you think you do.
Well, in South America, yes.
Yeah.
Not
but
in
even,
Europe.
Well, I know. But I was even looking at it and like what I have now and converting it, I'm not doing too shabby.
To
English pounds, yeah. Not doing too shabby. So, but again, we'll figure out. All I know is I definitely want to take a trip with my friend as a 21-year-old adult this late spring, early summer.
I get it.
Definitely want to do that.
You still lose value in England. So for $100, it's really $75 over there.
Yeah.
So you lose $25 in value.
Whatever. That still means I have more money than is needed.
It means you have less.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm not doing this math.
So
I'm not. No, I don't want a math lesson.
$100 here is equal to $75 there. So you lose $25.
But how does that doesn't make any sense though. So where does that $25 go?
Dude, I'm not getting into that with you.
That doesn't make any sense.
And
whatever. Why can't we just? This is why I don't understand why we can't just print money.
We can, and then inflation goes up, which is what we're trying to recover.
But how? It's paper.
More money in circulation means there's less value to it. Think of it this way. Why do you think Ferraris are so expensive compared to a Hyundai?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because they look cool.
They make 200 Ferraris a year, let's say, as opposed to 200,000 Hyundais. More Hyundais in circulation, less value. That's why.
Oh.
I mean, that's just a very generic, easy way for you to conceptualize that. There's other reasons, because Ferraris are hand-built and better quality and all that stuff. But
this is why humans are doomed, though, because we make all these rules up. Inflation's made up.
It's not made up. It's real.
But it's because of something we decided. We decided that if we print more, that makes it go up. We decided that.
It's supply and demand.
Which is also human created.
The less supply of something, the more value it is. It's not human.
Humans ruin everything.
It's not truly. I mean, I guess you can say it's humans. But,
yeah. Economics is also theories.
But in the animal kingdom, they would leave if there wasn't enough supply of something.
Right.
Which is usually food or shelter.
Right.
They don't have money. We have money. But it was the same.
We shouldn't have money.
It was just a barter system. You had to give up more chickens for, I don't know, a freaking cow, because the cows are more valuable because they can give you more. I don't know. I'm making that up, but
humans.
That's why.
Whatever.
That's why you don't just print money. Didn't you see the movie Bruce Almighty?
No.
When he plays God?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it. It's hilarious.
I haven't watched that one. I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen all of it.
He takes over the powers of God and he gets tired of hearing all the wishes, so he lets everybody win the lottery. So, I guess Mega Millions tonight or tomorrow night is worth like 900 million.
Jeez.
He just gives everybody a wish for it, the winning numbers, so everybody got like $30.
Oh.
Right? It's the same thing. If you give everybody money, then everybody can afford it, so they raise their prices because they have to make money, because now that's worth less to them who's providing it to you. That's why
money makes the world go round.
Because they're a value.
They still make way too much money.
They're a value-added commodity.
They still make way too much money.
Yeah, but how many people on earth can do what Messi does or Ronaldo does or what Tom Brady did? There's not many people on earth that can do it.
Because they haven't been discovered because they don't have the money to afford the opportunity to get seen.
That's not always true. In some things, it's true.
Money makes the world go round, the world go round. That's from Cabaret. I love that musical.
Trust me, if we won that $900 million tomorrow,
I'd be going to London.
It'd solve all my problems. And I know money doesn't buy happiness, but it sure makes life a lot easier.
Like I said, it buys peace.
Yeah.
Because all your worries are kind of...
Because the rest of my life is all right. It's just,
financials, always.
Yeah, it's the number one reason for divorce.
Yeah. Man, infidelity.
Well, I don't think those are the top two. Top two reasons to get divorced. What do you think?
Infidelity.
Top two reasons.
I'm going to say either financials and death or financials and infidelity.
See, that's...
Like grief, Like if a kid, like one of their kids died.
The two main reasons people get divorced are lack of commitment.
Infidelity.
Ah! Conflict and arguing, financial problems, lack of intimacy, substance abuse, marrying too young, and domestic violence. God, that's sad. I
knew infidelity. I
swear it used to be...
You want to know why it's not financials anymore?
And money. Because you would argue about how to raise kids, and you didn't have the money.
You know why it's not financials anymore? Because everyone's screwed financially. No one cares about that anymore. It's if you can be loyal or not.
Yeah, that's sad. What a sad state.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, like, we talked about how dating is super bad because nobody's loyal anymore, and that just proves my point.
Dude, so I just pulled up an article, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the number one reason people get divorced. Oh, this is Emily Ratajkowski's divorce lawyer. That's ridiculous. She's like, as an attorney at Blank Rome, she represents high net worth individuals. Yeah, so that doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, because they don't need to worry about finances.
But she does say her clients also tend to be young, mostly Gen Z and millennials.
Mm-hmm.
Lack of communication. That's the root of a lot of issues.
And lack of communication a lot of the time leads to what?
Apparently
infidelity.
10 leading causes of divorce in the United States. Some law firm. Let's see.
I just
marital infidelity. God,
told you.
That's so sad. Financial disagreements is number 2.
But I knew it was infidelity.
Weight gain is number 3.
God, see, humans are so shallow.
Lack of intimacy, probably because.
Okay, but you know what? The weight gain, it probably also leads to the infidelity.
Could.
Humans are so shallow.
Lack of equality.
Okay, I can see why that would be an issue.
You should work that stuff out before.
100%.
Lack of preparation.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Communication, addiction, abuse, differences in religion.
That's huge. That's real big.
That used to be a huge thing. And then it kind of went away. Like my generation, nobody, very few people I know and have met and know in my life
have different
any religious issue with who they dated, who they married.
I think it just depends on the religion. So like if you're a Christian and you marry a Catholic, those are similar enough to where it won't cause as much of a divide. Like Judaism and Christianity, there are big differences there.
Yeah.
And I've experienced that with my roommates. Like my one roommate, she's Jewish. She refuses to marry someone who's not. Refuses. Because she's like, it just causes a lot of issues between us. Like, how do you balance celebrating Hanukkah and Christmas? Like when they overlap, which one's going to take importance?
Well, you work that out.
Right. It's then someone has to give that up.
Yeah, it's sad.
And then like,
limit so much.
She also said though that Jewish families, and this is coming from a Jewish person, so no one cancel me, but Jewish families are very, very judgmental of anyone who's not Jewish.
Yeah.
She's like, my family's not too bad. She goes, but just to avoid that altogether.
Yeah. That's
I want to keep it Jewish.
Like, I get it. It's a real thing.
And Christians deep Christians are the same way.
Well, every religion is pretty judgmental in my opinion, but there seems to be some, or there's like a resurgence in this. It's really odd. Like I grew up where we try to embrace that people are different.
Yeah.
Like reduce the barriers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why like All in the Family and the Jeffersons and all those shows from the 70s and 80s, they made fun of different races and religions because we understood it as different, but
It's fine.
Let's just have a good time.
That's why South Park is still so good.
And now,
because South Park makes fun of everybody.
And now everybody wants to. It kind of goes back to one of our earlier episodes of titles. Everybody needs to label and title everything, and so now it's like everybody has. It's almost like these prejudices are all coming again. I'm not talking about racial prejudice, even though that's included, but like religious prejudice, geographical prejudice, like. It's just a weird thing for me.
It's so weird.
Like,
but
I remember getting my first job in the Port of LA, getting my first job in the Port of Los Angeles, and I'm clearly a white guy. And grew up in Southern California. And in case anybody didn't know, the port labor back in the 90s and before was very European, a lot of Eastern European, right? And so what was going on in Eastern Europe in the 90s was a lot of, communism fell, which goes back to my last comment about New York, why people think this is good. It always fails. And so you had countries like Yugoslavia, which is no longer Yugoslavia. You got Bosnia. You got other countries in there. And they fight, they argue, they don't agree, And so I remember being there. So there's a lot of Serbians, a lot of Croatians, a lot of Italians, Germans, Czechs, the whole thing. So I was there. It was like my third day, and somebody's like, "So what are you?" And I was like, "I'm a supervisor." So started. Like, no. Where are you from? I was like, "I'm from San Diego." No. What are you? Where's
your family?
And I was like, I swear to God. I looked at him and I said, I have no idea. I go, I'm purely British,
Scottish
stuff, but outside of that, I have no other idea.
Grandma said we're pretty Scottish.
We got, my
Scottish
dad,
Irish.
Your papa did the not 23andMe.
Ancestry.
We got Spanish, we got French, we got German, we've got Scottish.
I'm pretty sure though the biggest chunk of it was Scottish Irish.
We had a lot more Spanish than we thought, which is pretty crazy.
So interesting.
But anyway, I was like, it was the first time I had to answer that question.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're getting back to that. I don't think that's a great thing, to be honest with you. Like, I judge people for who they,
I don't care.
Okay, said it. I could dream for the day
that people are judged by the content of their character and not the color of their skin.
So you can take that quote, which many people have, and you put it everywhere else. Judged by who they are, not where they're from,
what they look like,
what religion they are.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of the whole can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
King thing in the 90s.
But like he has a point because like we've talked about, and I don't want to get too uptight with our conversation, but I feel the exact same way. I've never looked at somebody and wondered who they pray to, what they wear, who they are, like who they're in love with, where they're from. Like, I don't care. If you're a cool person to talk to, you could be blue with a horn in the middle of your head and like 3 boobs. I don't care. If you're a cool person, you're a cool person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. I was just trying to create the most outlandish person in my brain.
There's a movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sharon Stone are in called Total Recall.
Yeah.
When we go to Mars, it's like a future one, and literally there's girls with 3 boobs. So that's the first thing that came to my head when you said it. But no, listen, I get it. Marriage and everything, it's a serious thing. I get that there's qualifiers.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like we're so limiting. We limit ourselves as a species. If let's say I will only date you, or I'll only marry you if you do this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I only marry you.
I was wondering where you were going with this.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of religions that are like that. It's not you gave your Jewish roommate example, but I mean Islam.
Yep.
Will not let them date or marry outside. And then I went to school with a ton of Filipino Americans. I mean, they're Americans, but they're Filipino race. And on Facebook, I look and they all just married Filipinos. I mean, there's very few that married a white person or a black person or whatever. So I know it's always there, but we're just so, I don't know. I just, like, your mom, I don't think I asked your mom a single time. So
what are you?
Where are you from? What's your heritage? It didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
What matters to me is who you are as a person.
It's also like where you grow up, though, because here, like, you will be asked if you're a Christian.
Well,
that is a big part of it. Yeah. So it's like, I think it also is just like where you are.
Yeah. And I'm sure I'm going to get crucified by people on TikTok or whatever for being so naive and being like, how can you be so naive? And you're using generalizations. But I'm being honest. I mean, I have friends that I talk to today that I, like my one good friend Mike, I know Mike is very religious Christian.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Brad, I have no idea what Brad was. To this day, I couldn't even tell you. John, Jason, people that I played hot sports with, you know, like Renee or Danny, like no idea. Renee's a Mexican American. I mean, he was born
probably Catholic.
But I've never. All right. But I've never ever asked like any ex-girlfriend that I had, no clue. To this day, I have no idea.
See, and that's something that I will ask from here on out. Only because you don't want to run into issues like that further down the road from the lack of the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Like, look at Friends. The show, right? Ross and Monica are Jewish.
Yeah.
Chandler's not.
Yeah.
So on the show,
they
had a Christmas tree and they had a menorah.
Yeah.
There's a whole episode where Ross is trying to convince Ben to understand his Jewish heritage too. And he's like, I don't want to, I just want Santa.
Yeah.
Like I understand that there's differences, but we just you just talk about it, you incorporate it, you find ways to go. And I'm not saying that your roommate's wrong or anything like that. I'm not saying anything like that. It's just so odd to me. Like it's
it's not, and it wouldn't be like a.
People do that physically too. I'll only date someone that's like this.
Oh, like blondes and
friends that were blonde, brown hair. I didn't date a lot of redheads. Most redheads don't date redheads, to be honest.
I like redheads.
Most redheads that I grew up with.
No, I'm not saying.
All agree that because a lot of redheads, like when I grew up, I hated having red hair. Hated it.
Yeah.
And freckles. Oh my God, I hated it.
I hated freckles as a kid too.
So you don't. So that you naturally look at
like,
well, I don't want to do that. I don't like it on me. I don't like it on you either. You know, like it's hard to differentiate that. But
it is funny because when I dated a redhead, we got a lot of like people said we looked alike, which was really weird because we didn't look alike, but it was because we had pale skin, light eyes, and red hair. We both did. So it was like.
And listen, if people are watching this in freaking Ireland or Scotland.
Scotland has a higher percentage of redheads.
Right. I know that they do. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying I'm not attracted to it. It just was one of those things.
I love you, Scottish redheads. You guys can hit my line.
I do too. I mean, like I said, but it's just weird to me. It goes back to the label thing. It's weird to me that we have to label everything. It's weird to me that we have to define everything. Especially when a lot of these definitions counter what I grew up in, which was content and character, good people versus bad. There are tons of bad people that look exactly like me, and then there's tons of bad people that look completely opposite of me. So it's just weird that anybody limits them. I don't know how we went down this rabbit hole, but it's I don't know.
We were talking about reasons. We were talking about finance. And then reasons for divorce.
Yeah.
But it's just I knew infidelity was going to be number one.
So I didn't think it was going to be as high and I thought that was a very Gen Z answer based on the fact that we talked about this before, and I've seen reels of people that are your age, 22, 23, and they talk about the challenge of dating because people are not true to who they are. Because of social media, and they put out what everybody thinks they are, but not who they are for real.
Yep. And they yearn for the public opinion.
There's so many avenues to date people as opposed to just going out in your town.
Figuring it out.
You know? So when you said infidelity, I thought that for sure. I thought it was a Gen Z answer.
No.
But apparently not. I don't know. It's sad. That's a sad thing.
It's a lot of people. I think every close friend of mine who's been in multiple relationships or like more than one has been cheated on. Mm-hmm. I've been cheated on. You know, 2 of my friends from high school have been cheated on. Those are really the only 2 friends that I have been in relationships. But yeah, it's
crazy.
It's really sad because honestly, like you don't think it, like when you find out, obviously you're just pissed off, right? Like you're like, I can't believe I was so stupid. Like, right. And you think that's the end of its effect on you. And then you go back, you're like ready to start dating again. And then you don't trust anyone.
Right.
Like I still struggle with trust issues with just people in general from that. Like not even dating. Like I'm almost nervous to get in a relationship again only because I'm like, I did so much work in my last relationship to not be like the immature person, and it bit me in the butt. So
it didn't bite.
It wasn't my fault.
You're a better person.
Yeah, and it's not my fault.
Better.
Yeah.
That makes it worth it.
But at the same time, I'm like, I'm scared to get in a relationship again because I'm like, don't revert back.
Yeah.
Don't revert back. Yeah. Don't revert back.
The sad part is I mean, listen, I don't know, man. It's my dad used to be like, don't trust anybody.
I don't trust anyone.
Be like, but then as you get older, you get screwed over business-wise. Like I
people-wise.
Got screwed over professionally 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so then you develop a hard shell. You know what I mean? But I got hammered, not alcohol-wise, relationship-wise, before I met your mom. I mean, I got absolutely obliterated a couple times. So there was a period of time where I was like, well, I don't know, girlfriend. I didn't have a girlfriend for a long time.
Yeah.
Some of it may have been not my selection, but some of it was, you know, like, but eventually you gotta, you know, it's just, as I get older, I used to have the why is this and why, I used to question all that. And then, you know, your mom actually is really good at this. She's like, it's just life.
Yeah.
Life is life.
That's life.
Everybody gets their heart broken. Everybody gets their heart broken. Everybody wins at some points. Everybody loses at some points.
But
it's not fair. But I mean, none of that ever, I don't think, goes away. Like, I've met a lot of very wealthy people, and they're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? I don't. That's so unfair.
It's annoying.
It's so unfair.
Yeah.
That's why I hate all those reality shows like that a lot of people watch.
I love reality shows. I like it though because you know what makes me feel better?
It drives me crazy. What?
It makes me feel better that like maybe I'm not able to afford all the things I would like to, but at least I'm not an idiot.
Yeah. I mean,
that it genuinely makes me feel better. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you've got a $400 million house. You can't even drive.
Right.
Like, it makes me feel better about myself.
And I look at it
that I'm a functioning human being.
I look at it from the complete opposite angle, which is why I hate all those shows. I hate shows about people that are rich just because they're rich.
Yeah, but they didn't work for it.
And they didn't work for it.
Yeah.
Most of them. I know there's some outliers because I'll say the Kardashians. I know the youngest one is really talented and smart.
Kendall too.
Yeah, I get all that, but for the most part, when that show started, it was their dad.
Yeah.
The Hilton
well, it wasn't their dad because Rob Kardashian had already passed away. It was Bruce. But it was the generational wealth from Rob Kardashian.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Hilton sisters were really popular in the 90s and
the 2000s.
Not because of them.
Because there's, yeah.
So your mom loves that show Below Deck.
Yeah.
where it's a bunch of wealthy people that go on boat excursions, and they, like, I listen to these people on the show. They're sitting at dinner. Some of them.
Yeah.
I just can't even believe.
Yeah.
And so then you work so hard, and you're like, why am I like? I'm trying to find a way to take the family on vacation to the mountains of North Carolina. You know?
Yeah.
And I work my ass off, and I need to find a way to make it affordable. And these people are anyway.
You know, one reality show I will always stand by though is Vanderpump Rules, because it is a reality TV show, but it started as a bunch of broke 20-year-old kids trying to be actors working in that restaurant. They obviously now have a lot of money from the show, but at the time when it started,
right,
those were just broke 20-year-olds living in LA.
Yeah, I wish they would have done
trying to be an actor, trying to be a model, trying to be a singer, working in this restaurant.
Yeah.
That were friends, but had, 20-year-old drama when you all think that you're the next best thing. Yeah. But Lisa Vanderpump too, and Ken Todd, they both worked really hard.
Yeah.
For their money and their empire.
Yeah,
so
I get it. But anyway, what I was trying to get at, I think, was, you can do all those things, but you have to open yourself up, because life is much better when you find people to do it with. I can tell you that. So, anyway, weird times. It's weird times. That's all I can say.
It's been a weird week too. My roommate and I were talking about it. Like, we don't know if it's because it's the time change or like what.
Yeah. Because
the time change takes you out for the first like day or two. But at this point, we've lived with it for 19, 20, 21 years. So it's like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. But something about this week was just weird. Like, all of us were just like constantly exhausted. We were like not feeling well, or not being able to go to the bathroom, or like not hungry. And we all one day were sitting at the island, and I said at first, I was like, so has this week been like weird for anybody? And they were all like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, something was in the air this week. It's just been weird. So it's nice to, fatigued. I'm just tired. And I think
that's
I
one thing.
Work a lot though, and I don't allow myself to kind of like chill.
Yeah.
I'm like you with that. I mean, when I have a closing shift, I'm going to lay in bed all day before going to that shift. But the entire time, all I'm thinking about is what time I need to get up. That is not true. I was never in the house.
Dude, when you were, that bed got a workout from you laying around in it. For sure.
Dad, we're not even doing this because you and Mom used to always complain about how I'm never home. I was always out and about.
I know, but then when you were home, you were in the bed all day.
Well, duh, because I was always out and about.
Like, I'm in my room.
Because I was out and about all day. I was tired. I lived a good high school experience. I was always doing something.
You did.
But before night shift, I'm just going to lay in bed. But the entire time, I'm thinking about work. So then I get stressed out. So then I don't fully relax.
Nothing to stress out about it. Your current.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Because I always, I always hold my.
Long-term results.
I know, but I hold myself to a certain standard. So it's like, I have to hit that today. Although, they always tell you don't get important at your job. And I fear I've become important at my job.
Well, they don't say that.
Very early.
You just have to understand who you, what your worth is. And,
well, yeah, meaning like you can say no.
And as important as you are replaceable very, very quickly.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Well,
people lose their job because they feel like they've earned not to lose their job.
Yeah.
Because I've been working here for this long, I've done this and this. The entitlement.
Yeah.
Because entitlement breeds complacency, and complacency breeds into less positive consistency with the results, and then boom, all of a sudden.
Well, like what I don't mean it like that. What I mean is like they know they can call you to pick up a shift because you never say no. That's something that I've had to. They asked me last night at the end of my shift. They were like, "What's the chance you can work tonight?" And I literally said none. Well, I said I'm driving back to Charlotte because I've got to pick up something from my parents' house. And they're like, "Okay." because they always, every time they've asked me so far, I've said yes. So it's like,
that stuff, though.
I know, but I have to be careful because I'm becoming way too reliant, and I need to be able to say no for my own personal life.
Yeah,
Columbia location, I never said no because I felt like backed in a corner when they're like, "So, can you come in tomorrow?" And then they're just staring at you, and you have to try to come up with something on the spot as to why you can't come in, but you can't because you have nothing to say.
You can easily say no. I have plans. It's my day off,
and I can't lie to authority.
Well,
I genuinely, I know, but is it? Sometimes I should be able to.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you will have to learn how to say no.
Yeah.
I'm looking over to my right because I know I have some professional book that I read about the ability to say no. Because in my career, I've had hundreds of people report to me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say yes to everybody, then you're ineffective to everybody.
Yeah.
So it's a whole book, it's a whole philosophy. And I believe in it. You have to be able to say no.
I can say no to my friends. If they're like, "Hey, do you want to go do this?" And I'll be like, "Not really."
Right. Yeah,
But
you have no problem saying no to us.
Right. But when
we're authority, what the hell? We just breezed right over that one. Let's bring that one back.
What do I say no to with you guys?
I don't know. I wanted to go for a walk, and you said no.
I'm not going for a walk.
Yeah, you suck.
I don't want to go for a walk.
What do you do? Lay in bed?
No, I want to. I said I want to do something, but I don't want to walk the dogs. That's so lame and boring.
It's not.
It is.
They bring us happiness and companionship and love.
They do. She's adorable, but she doesn't want to go for a walk.
Yeah, she does.
No,
That's
she
all
doesn't.
they ever want to do.
No.
Anyway.
Because I just said walk and her tail's not wagging.
That's
so
she doesn't associate that word. I never taught them that.
every time I say that, they always jump.
Logan does.
Yeah, and you know who also doesn't want to go on a walk? My dog, Logan.
Yeah, he loves going on walks.
Eh.
All right, well, we're wrapping up the time.
Yeah.
Interesting episode. It'll be funny to see
what people think.
We're kind of all over the place on this one, but it's fun. I think it's fun. It's engaging. It wasn't like we were like, what do you want to talk about? We could naturally talk through things.
Very fluid, in conversations that would have been had at some point anyway.
Probably.
Because we always end up talking like this.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, it's an interesting time. Well, we're glad you're home. Your mom's super stoked.
I know.
The dogs are happy.
Yes.
Of course I am.
Yes.
Your brother's happy.
Yes.
So that's good. It's cold on the Midwest of the East Coast.
Love it.
Tomorrow high doesn't get above 41.
I love it.
In the 20s. Fall/winter is close upon us.
Thank God.
I think really what I have to figure out is, because I said it, and maybe we'll talk about it next week, but fatigue. Just fatigue by everything. Everything is so hard now. And I think that's why I have such an emotional reaction when you talk about certain things, even in this episode, about people will only do this or they'll only do that or they only look at this. It's so fatiguing to me because
is that a word?
There's so many. If it's not, #ScottGray invented it.
Fatiguing.
Just everything. Everything is so just effortful as opposed to effortless.
Yeah. Well,
I'm a work smarter, not harder type of guy.
It's just not a thing anymore.
And everything seems to be so much work. You can't put a debit card in your back pocket because someone's going to steal it. You have to have an RFID wallet or someone's going to steal it.
Yeah.
You can't date this person because of this. You can't say this because of that.
Imagine how tired we are.
Well, it's so draining.
Because at least when you were my age, this wasn't a thing. So you were able to have fun and whatnot. Now we can't. So imagine how tired we are.
Well, that's why maybe we'll talk about it next week. You and I need to kind of figure out for each other, how do we appreciate the good and not be so fatigued on all the other shit? Because there's always so much.
You just...
I don't know. But it's a good conversation.
Yeah.
It's a good conversation. It's interesting to hear your generation's perspective on some of that stuff, because it is like, I don't know if I ever told you that horror story, but it like that was so foreign to me because
Just doesn't matter.
it just didn't. It still doesn't matter to me. Like,
No.
I don't care if you're cool, you're cool. Like,
Exactly.
if you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Exactly.
You could be my long lost twin brother. If you're an asshole, then I'm not gonna like you.
Yeah.
It's just not. You know. And if you're cool, I don't care what you look like, tall, short, medium, fat, skinny, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're cool, you're cool. I don't know. It just seems to be so much, so many barriers now to overcome. But anyway,
I'm telling you.
I went off on a tangent there.
You did a little bit.
My bad. This
okay.
might be a good clip, though. Cut that part. Because then people will be like, oh, yeah, I don't know how that feels.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I said imagine how tired we are of it.
Yeah, good Lord. All right.
Anyway.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see how y'all respond to this one.
And if you do have an example of something that you want to see us talk about, just drop the notes.
Yup.
Drop the notes.
Yup.
Good times.
But anyway, we'll see you guys next Thursday then.
Back to normal. Sup?
Sup? We're leaving.
I know.